S.STREET.
Scenario's retarded, nigga. Just a reread. Yo. Scenario's retarded, nigga. Scenario's retarded, nigga. Just a reread. Yo. Scenario's retarded, nigga. Just a reread. Yo. I'm a gooseball, so why the fuck should I chill? I'm a gooseball, so why the fuck should I chill? I'm a gooseball, so why the fuck? So why the fuck should I chill? I'm a gooseball, so why the fuck should I chill? I don't fuck with whack rappers, they get bust in the grill. Love
DJ Swift.
See me clutching the steel, no frontin', duck hunting, slugs up in your bill. Hands.
DJ Swift.
Just a reread. Yo. I'm a gooseball, so why the fuck should I chill? I don't fuck with whack rappers, they get bust in the grill. Love. Y'all see me clutching the steel, no frontin', duck hunting, slugs up in your bill. Hands down, I blow hats off, catch holes in your brim. Consider me the villain, I be smoking them rim. Here, take 6, niggas. I'm just trying to spread love. Fuck with me, what you doing? Get X, self-love. Damn, I could've sworn this man's wrong. I heard he got a little fame. I put these mic hands on him. Y'all know the song, don't get stomped. This grease ball, I'm out of walking, get your whole shit womp. Listen, there is no competition. We are the best. I'm in the building like an architect. My nigga Southpaw, your jaw should be swollen for weeks. I'll leave you looking all that we do on your beat. Yo. It's crazy, all greasy. All your murder messages kill me. See me when you see me. Shine like Ali. I beat them high beam Jabini. You'll be going in the eye. I dream of genie. Yo. The kid flow deep. Left at Albuquerque or get wet. Pismo Beach. Yo, that's cold. Fuck you think I got the heater for? Tell me this, how many lumps y'all niggas want? 3 or 4. Look. It's Yosemite Sam, you think you're stepped in Home Depot, all a hand is he blam. I set it off, you'll feel a wrath, call me Big Daddy Kane. You broke the smooth operator, you're Big Daddy brain. It's a shame the way I messed with your heart. Keep me in the vein, I rip your blood vessels apart. Yeah, that's how I'm getting down, that's how I'm getting down.
On the edge, just laying the block. I'm on the street, just riding. I'm on the move, it ain't trying to stop. I'm on the grind till my family feeds. On the ground till I'm seeing the top. Your boy beats that's staying the lead. I hear your niggas that's curly hot, but till the shots on the edge, just laying the block. I'm on the street, just riding. I'm on the move, it ain't trying to stop. I'm on the grind till my family feeds. Front and center, but I'm seeing the top. Your boy beats that's staying the lead. I hear your niggas that's curly hot, but till the shots front and center is where a nigga put on like. Front and center is where a nigga put on like. Front and center is front and center is front and center is front and center is where a nigga put on like. 10 cities touring with bars, roaring in one mic. One mic, split industry insight, giving you that truth in his bars that might just insight. Pure riot like in the city in Baltimore. Man down in your politics and corners. But you was fly, well you grounded down. Waiting on your chances to slim like when the pounds is out. See you maneuvering, but you ain't on my threat. Rookie gear boss, that shit. Quiet as kept shit, moving like a cleft stick. Nothing but that Brooklyn, you know that home of the next. Tall black from the jacket, fitted from the sky. East, them boys, beast, get. Your boy Brooklyn, that's the state. Fact. I mean, like, baby, shit, bash. No. On the edge, just laying the block. Street, just riding. I'm on the move, it ain't trying to stop. I'm on the grind till my family feeds. On the ground till I'm seeing the top. Your boy beats that's staying the lead. I hear your niggas that's curly hot, but till the shots I get it shaking, these moves I'm making the earthquake. Legendary status and pushing commas on Bill Gates. Still flexing, I incinerate hot blades, hot spit lavas and burning tunnels through floodgates. Wait, one of the hottest that have ever been. Spit game flaming while aiming through all my seraphim. I get it in the way my pendulum chant gin. Pull it in, they bullets do the damage in 10 men. Check it, they gotta like it but respect it. The way that the people rap it, stole for for the record. I spill it so they're infected. Knowledge and not neglected. Build them with the feeling, ensuring that they're connected. Like winning the same game, cut from the same cloth. Bullies about bangers, reading hammers and chainsaws. Extort the armed forces and at door course. Hit it how you live it or the average song.
That's shit right there, right? Yo, this that right. You forgot what New York sound like. We about to remind them. This shit right here, Data. Yeah. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Send a pic to my phone with a t-shirt and red panties on. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Send a pic to my phone with a t-shirt and red panties on. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Send a pic to my phone with a t-shirt and red panties on. Shorty hate when I'm going too long. In the eyes I can't do wrong. Send a pic to my phone with a t-shirt and red panties on. Outside it's cold to the bone. She need her daddy home. 1 night, 2 night, 3 nights. She been sad that she alone. I'm doing H24s, 4 days late, wait 20 more. When I get back, I'ma beat that. I'ma break down a single wall. Make a juggle a single wall. Brain making answer a single call. Thought I knew it all. Shorty doing all type of shit I never seen before. Door got me falling head over heels, rolling up spliff, shifting up meals. Just a real, like Mary Blige said that she feels. Like a chick break your heart. How you wildin' out? David Carradine, Kill Bill. When we make love, sugar sweet raindrops fall on the windowsill. 90 minutes later to the refrigerator, needed whipped cream, eat was still. Had a face full, very tasteful. Mommy spent around, kept it trill. Sweet love that she feel, kept her coming back even still. Heart broke so much, question if this time it was real. Ups and the downs, merry-go-rounds, through the good and bad times too. Little mommy on my side, round shotgun, that's what a ride or die do. Even though you was lied to and let down, you still tried to find love and I found you. Blew right through like a typhoon do. Mind blown, head windswept, got a head neck, but it didn't count. Got a bottle in the lamp, first couldn't class, then we talk more in depth. Poured another drink, lit an incense, blew another spliff, now it's intense. Till the sun came in the night, changed the day, seemed like in an instant. Shorty got the guard so tense, mindset's got it like the ocean. Told me she a lifeguard and the water good, so I dove in. She the chosen, shorty golden, thick in the body, mommy holding. I could tell she about that life, and them other chicks only posing. She got me out in the open, got me open, got her hoping that I'm Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero. Shorty ring finger till it's frozen. One person transites, another Trevor, all another know the slogan. I'm a Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero. Shorty ring finger till it's frozen.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Oh, and what is good? We are here at the House of Hip Hop, episode 6, with your girl Spicy Sugar, and I am very excited for this episode tonight. I want everybody to go and tune in to one or two places. If you want to see us live, and you cannot see us live right now, you can go to ustream.tv, look under entertainment. You're going to search S.STREET Media, and you'll see us live here right now. We're a little late tonight, but that's all right. We got a great show for you tonight. I am so happy. Round of applause for everybody that's here tonight.
Live.
I got my very first co-host on the House of Hip Hop. And to have this person as my co-host, I feel sorry for other co-hosts that come behind him, because
this is all true. This will happen.
This is a dream. I have none other than SUNEZ here as my co-host tonight.
Peace. SUNEZ Allah, a.k.a. S.STREET Low, the Boricua with the build, the true and living God stepping in score. The lone low life with the home sewn garment.
Yeah.
Yes. To me, he is like the hip-hop historian, and I have so much respect for him. I say it over and over again. So it's an honor to have you here with me today.
You know, I don't consider myself a historian because I hate writing about certain periods, though. So if I was a hip-hop historian, I'd have to talk about bullshit music and be complete and be a history of what happened.
And he don't do that.
At
all.
No. Yeah. I'm just a person of point of contact. A lot of point of contact that was there. So
listen, you can teach the masses about the true definition and the foundation and the origins of hip-hop. Like, he knows, like, the family tree of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have so much respect for you.
I appreciate
because
that.
you know this show was all built on. That's the foundation
That's
of
right.
this show.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
I'm so glad to have you here tonight. I got my DJ, one of my favorite people in the whole world.
1 2 1 2.
Yes, DJ Swift.
Yo, what's going on?
And if you don't know, he's DJ Swift from Respect the DJ, a.k.a. Strip Club Swift, a.k.a.
Yeah, y'all know.
Yes. Thank you for
me.
being here, Louie.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm great, man. I like the way your show goes. You know, y'all have drinks here.
Yes, listen.
Food
This is the house.
All the great libations.
Yes. We got all the right elements for this conversation tonight. Right?
Correct.
Word.
I've been talking about it. I've talked about it for at least 2 episodes now about how excited I am to finally have another female in the building and to have this one in the building. Y'all don't even know what you're in store for right now. Miss Honey DINERO in the building. I am so happy. I am so happy to have you here tonight.
HD.
Thank you for making time for me because you've been a busy, busy woman. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. That's not all we have here tonight. Lord have mercy. I don't know I can't take responsibility for the next 2 people that I'm going to introduce because I have no idea how this show is going to go.
Yeah. It's a disclaimer. Yeah. That's why I'm the co-host here. I'm trying to help handle all this. Yeah. You see, I got Stuck B in the building.
Yeah. That's it. I was gonna say yeah. I ain't
All
gonna
right,
start.
here we go. No, we already going there. Okay.
We'll be good.
All right. We also got Thunny Brown in the building.
30 grand in the building.
Right.
What's good?
Peace.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
I had to when I was thinking about it, I was telling, S.STREET Media heads, shout out to S.STREET Media,
S.STREET
gang,
Media.
we are here.
Yeah.
Yes. When I was talking about, doing a S.STREET Media Day here, I immediately, I start thinking about how I wanted the flow of the show to be. Sure. And, as you can see, as we were getting set up, I already know what's going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get through here.
Yeah. Yeah. What is going on here? Okay. I love y'all, though. But I was talking about having this day, and I knew I was like, okay, I want it to be a certain way the first time, because I'm going to do this again. We got too many people, in the S.STREET Media gang that we got to definitely, get in the building and let them see what it's about.
Everybody?
Not everybody, but most people.
Okay.
You want a timeout already?
Oh. Select a few, right?
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but there's at least another show's worth.
Yeah.
For
Definitely.
real.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because, our boy Greasy wasn't here.
Right.
And he wanted to be here.
True.
I got a couple more people that was like, damn, I can't come, so, but it would have been way too much because y'all, it would have been way too much because to have with the stuff we're gonna get into tonight with the group we have here tonight is gonna be ridiculous. So I just want to take this 1 minute to thank y'all all for being here because everybody got a lot of things going on in their private, life and in their public life and whatever else y'all doing. you know.
The public life.
There's always a third life somewhere.
I didn't know I had one yet.
Shadows, yo.
Living off the land.
You do it. You on the mic like I'm on the mic talking about you ain't got no public life. We on the internet now.
Yeah, man.
It's over.
Whole other entity.
Yeah, it's over. But I'm so glad y'all are here. DJ, what's going on here? You know, you see when you remember I keep telling y'all about how and what happens when you have family in the building. They are.
He just enjoying the show. You know what I mean?
I'm enjoying y'all. SUNEZ.
Watch that one.
What do you want from me?
Yes,
Watch that one in
yes.
the corner.
And y'all giving me tequila.
Yeah, it's one
okay.
thing to have it's one thing to have all the colleagues in one place, though. It's much easier when I get to do the show and just call them out and stuff like that. So even if I say some shit, like, for example, when I say something about that is similar, like I did this in the other show, like I give a bouginess to S.STREET Media. So I'll quote something and I'll say, as my colleague Stuck B said in his interview with Aguilar, go check that out. That was the episode number 2 with Aguilar. You know, or if I say there's some bullshit, because I have like a Who Gives a Fuck segment. You know, and I name all types of bullshit that I will never really talk about in detail and why. Right? So at the end, you have to punctuate that with fuck out of here. But I say, as the inimitable Stuck B says, fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
So I try to give the S.STREET Media a little bit of class. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit.
Class it up a little
Just
bit.
a little
The
bit.
King's English over there. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck out of
Take words
here.
out the dictionary.
Exactly. Yeah.
Please.
It doesn't matter as long as it has more than 9 letters. You know what I mean?
I'm done already.
It's a go.
We're done. I'm done. See, this is SUNEZ, and I'm really excited to have you here now because we're getting into some more shenanigans on Monday, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are doing the origins of hip hop.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're the hosts.
Big time.
It's right here.
excited
You're getting a
about
preview of what's gonna happen on
Absolutely.
the show.
Yeah. And I don't know all the artists there, so
It's so many.
yeah.
There's a lot of them here tonight.
Yeah. So I'll have
There's a lot of people that's
We
gonna be
got
there
Portia. I'm be in
tonight.
the building.
yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
Yes.
Pulling up.
Yes. You know what? Oh, Lord have mercy. Get him. You the closest, so you the closest. But yeah, we're gonna be at the Deep End on August 27th between 7 and 12. It's 1080 Wyckoff Avenue. We're gonna be hosting the showcase, and there's quite a few people that's gonna be here. That's gonna be performing
Yeah,
that
stage
night.
is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be retarded, and I'm going to be drunk. So it's gonna be a good
So
time.
I'll be the sober counterpart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the designated host. I'm not.
He gonna keep it together. Once you throw the notes in the air, he gonna still hold it down. Right?
Yeah.
Don't be like, kind of just say,
Yeah. No, that's gonna be you, buddy. That's gonna be you. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that on the 27th,
Yes, we are.
and that's gonna be real fun. It's $5 to get in. Like, just come spend $5.
Yeah, you know,
have
and
a dope time.
a lot of people on this bill, they're obsessive performers. You know what I mean? They end up at every event. You don't even know that they're a great MC. So now it's to put the limelight on a lot of MCs that we see around watching other people. And it's about time
Exactly.
we get a lot of great MCs not watching other people, but
Right,
actually
doing
on
their
stage
thing.
doing what they do. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. So it's definitely
agree.
going to be worth it. S.STREET Media also has another event going on. The last week of August is crazy for S.STREET Media, for real. They got
This is
like
true.
something. Like,
S.STREET Media got it going.
got it going on.
Yeah.
Friday the 31st, excuse me, they are having a vape and paint event called Stuck in the Matrix. Now, if
Vape and paint.
anybody has went to Sip and Paint or any of those things, yeah, the drinks, no. The vape, yes. And it's dope. So it's going to be from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's $20 to get in, and that's for the painting session and a free vape.
You gotta bring your own paint and shit. Or you just come.
You got your own paint? Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to.
Body
No.
paint.
You know what? See? I don't want to know. Sorry. I'm so sorry I asked that question. I have to be very careful tonight. Very careful.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to the paint store.
Oh.
Big can of paint.
Don't walk up in that building with no damn big can of paint. Talk about I'm here ready to vape and paint. You going Benjamin Moore or something like that? Fuck out of here.
So,
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Yeah.
Right. And if you go there and expect the Stuck B to be there, we can say fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Might get a discount, man. I'm telling you, I'm everywhere.
Can you get the fuck out of here, please? But yeah, that's what we're doing the 31st. So you should definitely come through for that. And there's another event going on the 28th. For all those Respect Life fans out there, the web series, they've been doing well. They have an event on Tuesday the 28th at Karma Lounge. It's going to be from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. And so you can meet some of the cast from there. They're going to be partying. There's probably going to be people performing because, you know, they have their own soundtrack. No people performing? Oh, well, you're going to be able to meet them and, you know, rock out, have drinks, have a good time. That's going to be at the Karma Lounge. So there's a lot of things going on the last week of August for S.STREET Media. And I know I can say that I am super blessed and humble to be down with this crew right here because they are definitely doing things, all different kind of things. So y'all should come out.
Pass the spliff. Know what I'm saying?
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's not the name of another show. That's just a comment from.
It might be. It might be.
Well, not now, right? Yeah.
Well, somebody was
That
scared.
sounds like a good segment, though.
Somebody was scared. Somebody was. Listen, I'm only conducting a show.
You working?
I'm only working right now. But yeah, so that's what's going on with S.STREET Media and me and SUNEZ and the gang. So we are gonna get into our guests in a minute, but SUNEZ.
Yes.
I would like you and me to rap a little bit. Screw that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I have great tunnel vision. Yeah.
Can I beatbox? Can I make a beat?
Yeah,
for
you know when I do my show, I always look at your show and I love the House of Hip Hop because you do so much work to get all these guests, and I talk to so many MCs, and it's a pain in the fucking ass to get them in here. So I just quit. And I said, this is going to be my show. I'm going to fly this one. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm just blessed to have the circle that I have around me because everybody that I've had on my show so far is really down for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fam, like, yeah, just tell me when I'll be there. I got people right now that want to come that can't make it on a Wednesday. So we trying to work something out, you know, see what we could do with that because, you know, I'm just blessed that people understand what I'm trying to do. That's all I really, you know, ask for. And the rest of it is a bonus. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so humble when I have the people I have on my show.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, y'all doing things. You know, I'm just doing a little podcast. Y'all doing things. So, and that's why I want to talk to you because you have a show on S.STREET Media.
That's right, the Power Right Show.
Yes.
Yeah. Power to the people. Power to the people.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, tell
the
them
Power Right Show, spelled right as in W-R-I-T-E. I've been doing this since 1994. So, as a writer in hip hop, to take the fast forward approach, the program, this podcast is really the first in its history of any type of show about an actual hip hop journalist. But it's a little bit different because I'm not a regular hip hop journalist. I don't write just about musicians. I actually create art based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So this was back around 1995. I had found a problem with the idea of writing about people.
Okay.
Not because they were bad. We're in 1995. The music was incredible. But if you listen to the music, the ethos was like, yo, if you're hip hop, you got to do one of the four elements. And here I am. I feel like I'm in hip hop, but I'm not doing hip hop because I don't do an element. Now, mind you, a lot of people don't know I tried every element, and I've been horrible at all of them. So, but I always wrote well. You know, this is something I had since I was a kid. So, what I had started to say in 1995 is that the only way for this to be an element itself was I was going to create an element. and I was inspired by Bones Malone.
Yes.
And that's part of my,
Salute.
that's a big
Salute.
part of my story that comes later because he's one of the founding members of Low Lives.
Yes.
So what happens is, it's almost like a trilogy of Low Live founders connected to my story. So in the beginning, I'm looking at his pieces, and he writes whatever he wants.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't get most of it. I just like, I wish I could do that in a magazine because, you know, a lot of people don't know magazines and stuff, they modify your speech to sound as like one blend. So everybody sounds the same. If you read Cosmopolitan or you read GQ, every author really sounds the same unless
Right.
they're a popular person.
Right.
So a lot of the stuff I would write would get thrown back. So I said the only way for this to be an element is if I wrote something creative that was uniquely my own, where it's its own art piece. But unlike Bones or what anybody else ever did, I was gonna write about actual songs and music or interviews and make it a creative piece embedded inside of it.
See?
So
Yes.
by doing that, I was literally saying I was doing art on art, and then I was getting deep, science and music. Because by the time I started writing in magazines, it was all like, that's a dope track, this one's a banger, this one's a slow one. That's how you describe the music.
Right.
So the detail of the musician is horrible.
Right.
And I was more inspired by Amiri Baraka because I had read Blues People and I had read his book Black Music.
See?
A
This
lot of
is
people
the
talk about
history.
Blues People, but Black Music was talking about music, and I was like, he's a poet, he wrote plays, and then he also was like really part of the scene because he was creative too. So I was like, wait, I could do that with hip hop. So I started to say that this was an element, and that's when I was writing in the college papers in Baruch College. People from Vibe magazine came and saw me and stuff,
Yes.
and they jacked my shit
Yeah.
and they used it, and
Yeah.
and I say now I give the short end. When you see magazines like Blaze, when they were claiming that they were the element of hip hop is a right, that was for me. That was for me. All those people I knew, but I stayed in college, and all these years, what happened was a couple of years ago, I was doing more pieces in this decade. This decade I call the Invisible Renaissance. And what happened was I started to write about a lot about low-life artists and just was hanging with low-lives a lot. Just because they were the better artists. A lot of them were pioneering
got
stuff.
you.
And I started writing, and eventually Thurston House started to call me Skillustrator. Because I was introduced to a cipher, and they were like, he's a hip-hop journalist. And then it was Spit Gems. He said, now he's not a regular journalist. And then Thurston said, now he's the Skillustrator. Because everything was with everything is skill. Everything was
Yeah.
skill, right?
Yeah.
And so I started to say, okay, I'm the Skillustrator. But then I was building with another founder, Rudy Lowe, who's known by the gods. We know him as Rakim Supreme Shabazz-Allah. And he saw what I was doing as a 5%er,
Okay.
teaching at the school. So this whole time that hip hop's going on, I started teaching a class at a law school in Mecca since 2000. So he saw those things I was doing in the community, but also the things I was doing in hip hop, and he said, yo, you should be a low life. So I'm like one of the few low lives that hasn't stole a garment.
Nice.
Just a lot of cassettes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in there really as helping to project this organization as a hip hop organization and a fashion center, you know what I mean? But all those things collide to me saying like, yo, when I finally get the page and when I build with my brothers at Premier Hip Hop, I got space to
Okay.
do this. So I could write a piece for Honey DINERO that is a very short EP, but I could write over 1,000 words, which is unheard of.
See?
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You have so much knowledge and so much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think
Experience.
the reason the
when it
experience
comes-
becomes for me very long and very deep is because I spent a long time burning bridges. So I know, like I literally know what it feels like to be plagiarized and then run up in the building and burn that bridge. You know, so I ran up into Harris Publications all
Oh,
the way
God.
and got lost because if you ever been there, it's every magazine that
Oh,
they
yeah.
own. And
That's right.
well, these motherfuckers that bit my shit and I got lost. You know what I mean? By the time you get there, you're tired already.
The
Mad
end.
no more and shit.
The
Yeah.
end.
I'm just scared. I want to get out the building. There's all these
The
white
end.
people in there and heavy metal people,
Oh,
right?
they are on a
because
different level with
all
it.
the magazines were there, right?
Yeah.
But I hopped around so many magazines because I was unhappy with the way it was, and until I started to do my own stuff, then I was really happy. And then building with the God that has started this whole S.STREET media,
Yes.
being able to
Salute.
have the radio forums, and then building with DJ Toshi with his Classic Storm radio podcast.
Yeah.
then I was like, I could do more radio and do a show about this. So that's where it comes from. That's why sometimes I tell you, I need to have a solo show where I just get to talk about all this stuff that happened.
Yes.
Or all these
'Cause it
ideas
needs to be
that I have.
documented.
Yeah, yeah.
It needs to be documented.
True. Yeah,
For
because
real, that's why I'm glad you're here.
the journalists, what I found over the years, they don't have a collection like we think. I'll give you an example. One of the three majors, Source, Vibe, XXL. You take your pick, right? I was in there, and when it was time to do the year in review, I came the next day, and I was an editor, so I came the next day and said, okay, let's argue about this. And I had the Spindle days, of like 120 albums on the Spindle, and said, yo, let's go to war with this shit. And they all looked at me like, what are you doing? We're just gonna pick what was popular, and you know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing else. They gave me the indie section, so if you really do your homework.
Okay.
They gave me the indie section, and I just was out of the room.
I
left. Yeah.
Good night. I'm done.
You know,
Stick a fork on me. But what I want to get back to some more of your show.
Yes.
But I want you to tell the people, when is it on? Where can they find
it? The Power Right Show is on Ustream.tv, just like the House of Hip Hop. You could find me on the IG as SUNEZ or SUNEZ Allah on the Twitter. Edward SUNEZ Rodriguez, and if you're really clever, that was my whole name in the old pieces, because you couldn't use your righteous name, nothing like that. You had to use a name that goes on a check.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why in the old pieces. But that's what my whole name on the Facebook. But S.STREET Media. So you go wherever S.STREET Media is, you're gonna find the Power Right Show, and that's where we're at, though. And if you just search for my name on YouTube, you'll probably get a lot of lectures, class lectures of a whole bunch of other stuff too.
Nice.
Because a lot of my lectures at the law school are on YouTube.
That's great.
So you get a dose of both, because you don't have to like fucking hip hop to build with me.
Right. Exactly.
We could talk about salsa, right?
There you
talk
go.
about Hector Lavoe.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Don't start it.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of Spanish in me.
Yeah, tú sabes, man.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But yeah, no trap. I don't disappoint the listeners. I really can't sing any reggaeton tonight. And I'm not going to do trap in Espanol. You know what I mean?
You know what? He's making fun of me because of the picture I threw up for the show. But
I never knew I had such great eyelashes.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yes,
this is why my
gorgeous.
daughter has such beautiful eyelashes. I was like,
Gorgeous.
yeah, you couldn't even outfilter them. They were real. They were real for at least a week, right?
Right. At least 4 days, 3 days.
Yeah, all
I gave
3
you
days.
3.
See, they won't even,
I gave you 3.
She don't even want to give me a week. Right?
Nope.
Yeah, I was transgender for a week.
You know what? Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Never again. I'll have the grittiest picture.
By the way, I don't really talk about transgender, but I do talk a lot about the trans real. That's one of my terms I use, the trans real. Fake niggas that switch up all the time. Trans real. Yeah. They can't figure out what lane they're in. You know?
Listen, I want to get into who we have here tonight. We got a lot of good music in the building. I'm telling you, a lot of good music in the building. I want to start with THUNNY. What's good, boo?
Yo, what it is?
Listen, I don't ever get to talk about your music at all. And when I thought about you being on the show, I was like, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to talk to him about, I already spilled the beans on one. I love that song that we were playing when we came in. What's the song we were playing when we came in?
That one is called Sweet.
Yes.
That's about to be my next single.
That's
for the ladies.
I blindly heard that in a mix of other music and was like, that's THUNNY?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
the
Dunny,
we
you
wanted to have.
hit that target market that on,
Know what I
right?
mean?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
geez.
Tell the people about who THUNNY Brown is. Where you from? Where you at? What you doing?
Man, THUNNY Brown, the Thunder God, you know what I mean? The pretty boy gangster, you know what I mean? They call me Thunder, you know what I mean? People know me from Brooklyn, Brownsville. I lived out in the Florida Everglades, ran with the Warheads. You know what I mean? I did some a lot of things with my boot camp homies up here before I had moved down there, so I used to run around under the watchful eye of the pioneers of the boot camp clique, you know what I mean? The big homies, Sean P, Rock, Steel and Tech, my whole OGC family, all of the dudes is
Yes.
my family, you know what I mean? And through them, I know my brother Stuck B, you know what I mean? And
B.
various other dudes from the Low Lights, from the D-Seps, you know what I mean? These dudes opened me up to that entire world right there.
Yes.
And that was before I had moved to Florida. And then, like, the team that I clicked up with down there, I moved down there, and my peoples was already in a team called the Missing Links, and they DJ was DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I walked into that, you know what I mean? Khaled left, went to Miami, and
the
we
rest is
picked up
history.
Pro Style.
Oh, him
Yeah,
too.
so, I mean,
Okay.
we was featured in the Source, Double XL, went on tour, Red and Meth, the Standard Third, did a lot of different things, and then I moved back to New York, and I slowly but surely was working my way into some things, and I started doing a lot of quiet things, you know what I mean? With my man, Cousin Bob, you know, he had the single on the Magnum Force joint, you know what I mean? I ain't having that, and we got a couple of joints placed on some TV shows like Black Ink, a couple of movies like Condemned 2, American Hero, and from there, I just been silently working on my project, and these are some of the releases right now. So out now is Everglades USA, it's moving,
We
and
got
then
that.
Sweet, we gonna put that out soon.
I love Sweet. If y'all wasn't paying attention in the beginning of your guy here late, you know, don't do that. Well, we was late, but anyway. If you didn't hear the song.
You did say 9-ish.
Ish. We was real-ish, though. We was real-ish
I was
tonight.
early.
In fact, most of the 9 o'clock hour was ish.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
basically
It was
ish
ish.
going on.
Yeah, it was ish
Yeah,
going
so
on.
it was 9ish. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 9ish. See? I don't lie. I just don't tell exactly the truth you want to hear. But I don't lie. But yeah, we played the Sweet coming in. We gonna hit them with it again. But what was the other song?
Everglades USA, that's out now. Videos out.
Yes,
So,
yes. DJ, can we hear Everglade? Do we have that?
yeah, I need everybody to go to my YouTube, subscribe. That's Thunny Brown, THUNNY Brown, Everglades USA. Subscribe, drop a comment, hit that like, you know what I mean, so we could get them YouTube benefits, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Please, yes. That needs to be written out in a check.
Most def.
Because I'm one of those people. I don't know if you are like that too, or any of y'all are like that, where I feel like a lot of the music that's out now should have had some kind of compensation for it, because these music outlets or whatever, they have your music and they are gaining their profits or for having your music out there for free, but y'all don't get anything by it, and they can just cut your stuff off, like
Streams and all of that. Yeah.
songs and all that. So
You also have to properly register your music.
right,
You know, that's a
right.
big part of it.
You gotta,
But you know how that is on most of those sites.
Yeah.
They so excited,
Yeah.
throw it out there, and then somebody just whoop,
Yeah.
it's gone. They gone with it, and you like, but that was mine. Prove it.
Right.
SoundCloud,
Right.
gone. Now
Right.
what? You know, and I
Fuck
hate that.
SoundCloud.
Fuck SoundCloud. Yeah, fuck SoundCloud, everybody. But anyway.
if you don't see the worth in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna see it or respect
Right,
it, you know?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Or rather they'll see it and exploit it, manipulate it.
Listen, I feel like I love this era where you can produce and put out your own music. You don't have to, go out there and sell your life away, just to get 2 or 3 hits that you
Indeed.
may or may not see a check you could do something with.
Right. Right.
They may see a check that they could do something with, but you'll never see it as the
Right.
artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's just coming from, the management standpoint of me, that shit is crazy. Like, the bill that they try to put together on y'all is atrocious. And I just, it's like, ugh, I can't. The sharks is in the water, and I don't think I'm a shark.
They in the water, but if you get, like, once again, if you're on top of your business, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not, which is something that we all need to be on. It's still the other flip side of that coin
Yeah.
right there. Like, they just touched on, even though she didn't leave a will, God bless Aretha Franklin, they
Yeah.
said her estate is $80 million. You know what I mean? So
She had kids?
for them. I think, and so you know they speaking out now, seeing how they gonna do it.
Oh, well, you better split that.
Listen, it's gonna be that money gonna be tied up for a minute. She don't have no will, cause nobody's
well,
just gonna
she
let.
got kids, like
But nobody's just gonna let that happen that easy. You know, there's gonna be some cousins, some aunts, some sisters,
some record
labels.
Yeah, someone's gonna get in the way before.
All right, I'm saying after the record labels and stuff, the kids, right?
Yeah, but by the time they eat it all up, what's gonna happen?
The kids gonna eat, you know what I mean? After whatever the music people take their chicken.
It may be crumbs.
Well, hopefully if they have a fuck out of here lawyer, right?
Right.
Fuck out of here labels, right?
Yeah. Word. Shut them down.
The cop confirmed. Pause.
Good night. I just don't want it anymore. Let's hear.
Everglades.
Everglades from Thunny
All
Brown.
right.
Because
Ready,
I
Swift?
just can't. Swift, please save us.
Yeah.
Please, God help me. I need a drink in silence.
10th Street. Thunny Brown. It's Brownsville. Brooklyn, baby. More money, more problems. With money come violence. I hope your men study war when they come for your product. Cause ain't no day off, let the K of homie spray on. John Travolta over Coca, most to take your face off. The rest softer than Teddy bitch stuffing. It's nothing to load them up and then get the dumping. All of a sudden the ladies screamed out they shot Pookie. He was a roller, savages with no aim. Hit the baby that's in the stroller. It's dark and hell is hot, but the world cold as the Antarctic. Murder rates up across the globe, but Brooklyn where it started. Now ain't hood like Afghanistan or Chirac. Babylon fire, we fire back, that's straight fact. I be going in like safe sex, get great neck. Any spot I'm in is on 10 to 5, stay lit. Illuminated, you fear, but you don't hate it. Cause everybody love to be standing next to the greatest. That's what the label read, don't fuck with who the table feed. I lay you under moist earth like Farmer John playing seeds. That's what the label read, don't fuck with who the table feed. I lay you under moist earth like Farmer John playing seeds. This that BTU Bucktown, USA. In Brooklyn, they get bucked down every day. It's that EVA glaze, we get blazed in the Beverly swamps. They get ate up every day. This that BTU Bucktown, USA. In Brooklyn, they get bucked down every day. This that EVA glaze, we get blazed in the Beverly swamps. They get ate up every day. More money, more problems with money come violence. Pay attention, talk less than you listen. G's moving silence till it's time for heavy metal. The amps, hot as tea kettles, bro. Speakers, dumping, but fuck it, let them blow it. 95, doing 95, escape the wasteland. Faded on smoke and drink, blink. Woke up in Gatorland, a rated fan. I'm dressed in all black, but that was bacon fan. To my left, Rhett the chef, Sister Baker, man, down closer to the stars. Out with NASA, hit the launch pad. We deep in the south as you can get, out where the swarms at. Link with the warheads, continue to train for combat. A jet at night with third eyesight, set on the warpath. Last night I thought I saw lightning strike. It was the muzzle flash. I breaks wars, the gunfights, blaze slice through calm fast. I feel no man alive, dig y'all all ass. The thunder guard, I'ma reign forever, check the forecast. This that BTU Bucktown, USA. In Brooklyn, they get bucked down every day. This that EVA glaze, we get blazed in the Beverly swamps. They get ate up every day. This that BTU Bucktown, USA. In Brooklyn, they get bucked down every day. This that EVA glaze, we get blazed in the Beverly swamps. They get ate up every day.
Yes.
Thunny Brown, Everglades, USA, out now. Yo, go check that out on YouTube. You know what I mean? Put that shit in heavy rotation, B. Let's go.
Thunny Brown. What's your other social media? You says IG.
Well, you know, I rock out with my rock boy G's. We rock hard, so I still got the other page over there, rockboyg's_PBGs. It's the Pretty Boy Gangster page. See me over there too. But they all interconnected. Everything linked to the next.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Thunny.
Yo, thank you for having me.
Thank
I've
you,
been
Thunny.
like how you said you've been wanting us to come through. I've been wanting to come through, trying to
Yes.
figure out how we could get in here on a Wednesday night without overcrowding the place and still getting it in, getting it done.
I already told
This
them it was
perfect
gonna be a
right
takeover, so
here. It
it's
couldn't be
tooken.
avoided.
It's tooken. It's
It
tooken.
happened tonight. It's happening right now.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yes.
Damn.
This dude is
I
crazy.
can't. But this is my family. I wanted y'all to
All
meet
day,
them. I
man.
told you they were
All
coming.
day.
They here.
No matter how special they are.
Exactly.
Very.
Speaking of that lady talking in the background, we on you next. I am so happy you here.
Thank you for having me.
Miss Honey DINERO.
HD.
Yes.
The bully.
Bully.
Yeah.
AKA the bully.
Tuck your chain, y'all.
AKA the bully. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I'm so happy that you here, girly girl. Because, number one, you the first queen to step foot in the house. So, that's
Flattered.
yes. I've been surrounded by all these men, and it's nice, but it helps to have another queen's presence in the building. And you are the first person that I wanted to come through.
Well, thank you. I'm honored.
You
Thank
know, I love you like cook food. And the reason why I love her like cook food is, you see how pretty and
She look like cook food.
that cook food.
Alright.
She'll eat you up. All right, She'll eat you up on this mic.
Sound all
Okay,
nice.
she all nice and pretty now, but let that beat come on, and it's another world. How long you been doing this now?
Long enough.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
No, you ain't. Not you. You can't be tired now.
I'm motherfucking tired.
You as busy as you ever been right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. How long you been out of there?
10 years.
Yes.
10 years.
Yeah.
I've earned.
Yes.
I've earned my dues. I put that work in.
If you
Honestly.
don't know who Honey DINERO is, you have been very, very busy with some colleagues of yours, right? You've been running around doing shows, and what's going on?
Nothing. It's that season.
Okay.
It's that season.
You still
for me
running
to get
around?
back
What's
at
going
it.
on next?
Tomorrow, I'm at 5 Spot with The Circle. Fred the Godson. Friday, I'm kind of chilling.
Thank
Saturday, well, actually not really chilling. I'm back to writing, so I'm trying to
Okay.
get this project done. I have something I can't really speak on right now. but
Okay.
something in the
All right.
works.
But as long as you're
Something
working
big
on
in the
something,
works, yeah.
yes. As long as you're working on something.
And Saturday, Illa G's Sway Cigarettes
Yes.
album release party.
Yes. Salute to
I'm
Illa
doing
G.
that, Yeah.
Salute.
Salute to Illa
Yeah.
G.
Very
Sway
strong album.
cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be a dope night.
Yeah, the lineup is crazy. The
Yeah.
lineup is crazy. Like Monday's lineup.
Right. Monday's lineup is
Yeah.
going to be retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I can't wait.
Well, Honey, you had the Lipsticks and Bullets EP, right? The Lipstick and Bullets EP. I consider it one of the best EPs of the year.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, it is
When I do
dope.
my yearly reel of 2018, it'll definitely be on there. But I have to tell people, when I was saying the art on art and the science on music, for some reason I was thinking of, because I don't know, a lot of people read it. I know you read it. But when I was writing the piece, right, I was thinking of A&R. And because the first time I heard her music, like really, because I had heard your music before, but I didn't know it was you. I just thought it was a female MC.
I told you.
You just keep moving. But the first time I saw your music was when I saw you live. Remember one of my first shows I talked about you and how you all of a sudden were live though, and I felt very, almost offended. She was in the front and everything. I was too close to the stage and everything was in front of me and everything. I was like, I was trying not to be rude. How do I watch this show and everything, without being
All you
disrespectful,
got to do is
right?
square up.
Yeah. Because the stage was like, was like the same way. So,
It's so stupid.
yeah. So everything was eye level. So I felt very, I was like,
Very awkward.
I was
Very
almost gonna be part of the Me Too movement in a
Oh,
minute.
Lord.
You know.
You know what?
So No, but when I saw the EP, I was like, the way she rhymes is so against what people would probably tell her in a label. You know what I mean? Because I've been at those labels. I've been at labels where literally, like, that stuff that people say, like when you're at a label and then everybody thinks they have the project great, and then they play it in a room, and I've been in those rooms as like an intern, as a fly, because the intern is the best because you're a fly, and you see the white man come in and cross his legs and say, so is this gonna hit the target market? Like, that's really what he said.
No,
and I was like, who the fuck is that? You know? So like that Jizza verse and Protect Your Neck, you know, short arm, like, the electric guitar, that guy's real. But everything you rhyme was different, so I was thinking, like, for some reason I was thinking French shit, because I had made a joke in the show about French that you don't see, everybody always wants to say their French lineage, like, and get bougie when they try to find the white in them. But you don't see Haitians don't know how to make a croissant, so I don't know what lineage it was passed down.
You know what?
But it made me think of French shit all night when I was listening to the thing, and I was like, oh, A&R is artists and repertoire.
Oh, yes.
So when you know, if you haven't read the piece, though, or if you want to read it again, when you read the piece, the poetic prose in the beginning is actually supposed to be said in a French accent. So I haven't developed my French accent perfectly yet, but there's French words in there and this. So I was like, oui, ho, ho, you know, like all that kind of shit. Yeah, you know, and basically she's not the cat in the poem. She's not paying attention to the A&R, and he's a French guy losing his wig because, like, she wants to do what she wants. She's an independent woman, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But that's what you get out of the album, though. But there's so much diversity in it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't feel forced.
Right.
You know, I always wanted to ask, so, because when we hear EPs like this and the person's first work, are these verses that come from a long time? Like, you know, like a lot of people's first albums is like, yo, this was gold from when I was like 15, 16. I could never not use this, or I have to use this, or something like that. You know, like, people paid in full. That's Rakim's stage music.
Right.
Before he made Paid in
was
Full.
that
So that's
something
why
that came from,
a lot of
like,
times debuts are so seasoned. You know what I mean?
Only one song, and that was Honey's theme. Everything else was just was written from a space that I was signed to a label. I was signed to an independent label.
Okay.
And I had a plan. I signed for a year with a plan. And this was my secret project.
Okay.
So, and I was just writing everything that I felt. Aside from, I was writing 2 projects at the same time. So I had my secret project, and then I had the project that I initially signed on for.
Yeah, right, to give to that label.
Right. Well, no, I owed him another project. The first project I did was in collaboration with someone.
Okay.
So it was so much friction in getting that album done that I'm like, still trying to tell me how to do, you know. Like, it frustrated the hell out of me.
I know it did.
So what I did was,
and that's interesting, because that's the A&R influence telling you, like, yo, you should do it.
But he wasn't an A&R. He was just on their own. Sometimes, you know, people have to run their companies how they run their companies.
Right.
Doesn't always mean it's right.
Right.
You know, but people have to find out for themselves. So in this specific situation, it was like I knew so much more than what was being
what they were offering you.
What was being implemented.
Yeah.
And it just frustrated the hell out of me, because I feel like if you could tell me all day long, yo, honey, you dope, then trust my dopeness.
Right, while you're trying to control it.
You know, just trust my dopeness, or make the attempt to compromise with me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But there was none of that.
It was just straight, do it my way.
And honestly, it reflected in the music. I mean, I gave it the best I could, but you could hear if you listen to that particular project, I won't say what it is, and then you listen to Lipstick and Bullets, you'll hear a completely different. My delivery is more natural, more raw on Lipstick and Bullets versus the other one.
You controlled all of it. Everything was
right, everything. It was all me. I produced it. I put the music together. I scored it.
See?
I wrote the entire project. I wrote the film version for it, because it was it was initially supposed to be a visual album.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I wrote the film part to it, and that's also what helped me put the music to it, because what I wanted to do was sell the film.
Right.
I wanted the music to be the soundtrack, but I wanted to sell the film.
So that's why the interludes are placed
Right.
that way, like almost a thematic score.
Right.
And then the content is, you know, because it's blatantly different. And a lot of people can't, in their first album, have such blatant, like, differences in content. You know what I'm saying? So that's what struck me out of it. You know, it was almost like you were doing the EP. It sounded like a professional sampler. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thank you.
That's why it worked out like that. EPs usually don't work out like that for people, especially with so few songs.
Right.
Because we take out the skits and stuff. It's almost like 5 or 6. And stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, what I loved about it was what part of what you said, that it had two different sides to it, but at the same time, it's all of it is nothing you would expect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know, like you kind of getting snapped both ways, but it's such a dope project.
Thank
you
you.
know what I'm saying? Because I've heard it and I've seen it live. You know, it's just dope. The energy of it is dope. You have been, now that I know even more that you were just everything in this project, yo, that just makes me respect it
So,
even more. And
one question about this: when you were doing it in secret, right? So you're at the label. Where are you doing this on the label's dime, though?
No, the
'Cause that
label's
would've been
dime.
really dope. Like
No.
doing your secret shit with their money, like your
Listen,
studio time.
it was all my money.
Okay.
It was all my money for Lipstick and Bullets, and it was all my money from the day that I started with that label. I mean, it was an independent label. They didn't have any money.
Right, they ain't got no money to
I
cover.
spent
You
mad
get a
money.
bonus? Damn, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Can we say F 'em?
oh, hey,
No, you know what?
yeah.
No, because you know what? That's one of those situations that'll go on forever,
Yeah.
and it ain't even worth
But
it.
you know
to be
what?
honest with you.
I'm thinking here that like while you're doing what you don't want to do,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of propels exactly to be able to put into words what it is you really want to do.
Absolutely.
You know, because
Absolutely.
that's what happened in my experience with magazines. Every time I write something and I go, yeah, it's really whack. And I got paid for it, so I'm gonna take it. It's really whack. Not what I want to do, but then when I write on my own, I realize, yo, this is what I wanted to do with that space right there.
Yeah.
If I could have that space again, you know what I mean? And I think that helps. Sometimes a negative experience, like I had said this, I had did in one of my the last Power Right show I did that's coming out. I did a tribute to Aretha, of course, right? It was my Remembered Imperfection
I saw
tribute.
that.
And the thing is that a lot of people discount everything before she came up with Respect. You know, that album, the I Never Loved a Man album. But first of all, there's classics all over those earlier albums.
Right.
Yes.
And
Right.
especially because they took her through the jazz vein, that's where she was developing all the techniques. And sometimes when you're not comfortable or at home with something, that's where you really find your own lane. Like you figure it out. Like that's definitely not my lane.
That's
Right.
definitely not
Right.
Right, like it's definitely I'm
Yeah.
definitely not gonna write it that way. But the way you write it, you feel more comfortable. You go
Right.
farther. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think you're very underestimated, which in my mind, you know, dealing with artists, you know, I feel like that is kind of an advantage because when people don't see you coming, they can't come for you.
Right.
You know, and by the time they find out who you are and what you're about, it's a little too late.
Too late.
And you just, your project, Lipstick and Bullets, you know, I fell in love with it immediately. I started fucking slapping stickers all over the place. Like, I was done with it. I got a new phone, so I got to get a new sticker. So I can put another one back on there. But I want people to understand this project because now that I know, like I was saying before, now that I know you were all elements, all hands-on in my mind, that just means that this project needs to just go harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it was you. This is pure you. And, you know, this was your grind and
Right.
your struggle and the outside forces and companies and, you know, influences weren't there. And so that's, to me, hip-hop.
It took
You
me
know?
2 years to put it out.
See?
It was finished.
Yeah.
It was finished by the end of 2015.
Wow.
But I was relying on the visual part of it. And I wanted to drop the visuals because I felt like in order for people to not underestimate me, they have to see it
They need-
visually.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because the ear is not as attentive
As the
as the eye,
eye. Yeah.
especially for the 85%. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So it was important. It was extremely, that was the most important part of the EP was to put it out visually.
Okay.
You know, that's why we did No Mercy. It had the street element. Then we came with Go Stay because it was more commercial and relatable across the board, men and women, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, the next one was supposed to be Honey's theme, which was laid back, smooth. I get to really talk my shit, but not street. You know what I'm saying? So, so it visually, I was trying to tell a story.
Right.
A story that we don't see from a female perspective, a female artist trying to get in the game.
Right.
You know, and that's what Lipstick and Bullets was about because, you know, we deal with both the good and the bad. You know what I mean? And we try to be good wives or good girlfriends and good mothers, you know, good daughters. But then we also have this the second part where, you know, like my family didn't even know I was in the streets like I was until they heard my music. Like I had cousins like, when did that happen? And I'm like, you wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do what I had to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my music reflects that. So a lot of times it's not gangster.
Right.
It is survival of the fittest for me.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell that story from that point of view. I didn't want to do what was the norm to do for female artists.
Right.
You know, you do a love song or you do a super ultra commercial song or right now anything that you could twerk your ass to, whatever.
Pretty much.
I wanted to just go ahead. I wanted to keep it raw hip hop. I wanted to tell my story.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a lot of people who can relate to that.
Yes.
You know, so a lot of people go through the same things. You know, how did I get out of certain situations?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How did I get out
The
of
real
someone
story, not
trying to rape me?
Right.
Yes, I
Not
put a
that-
gun to his head. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What he-
There's nothing gangster about that. That's survival. That's protecting
right.
myself, and anybody can relate to that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to tell that story because we don't hear many of those stories.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
especially from a female point of view.
And that's the main reason why I love this girl and why she had to be here on the show, because I couldn't explain it. I just know what I saw and what I felt about the project. And I know, you know, that it's been moving for you,
Yeah.
you know, and I wanted people to hear that. And if the DJ got something of yours right now, I would love for the people to hear it right now. What are you putting out right now besides the whole LP?
Oh,
like,
I
what?
don't know. You know what? I don't know what the next release should be. I haven't really figured it out.
Okay. All right. Well, when did Lipstick and Bullets officially drop?
May? Yeah.
So
May.
so it's on everything.
It's on all digital platforms.
Okay. All right. Where can they find you?
HoneyDinero.com, official Honey Dinero at IG, Honey Dinero on Facebook, Honey Dinero on Twitter.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna listen to something from her right now. What are we gonna listen to?
I guess. Oh no. Do the remix. The No Mercy remix.
Yes. No Mercy. What's that about?
Just I'm not playing.
I know it's. I
I'm
know
not
what
playing.
it's about.
And
but-
then even after what I went through last week, I'm definitely not playing.
Oh, Lord.
Definitely not playing.
Yeah, yeah. No Mercy is on Lipstick and Bullets right now, right? We good though? Let's go then.
Do
You gon' give it up right now. If that's what you want, you gon' give it up.
Yo, if you wanna survive, you better be smart. These niggas be all talk, but they in the crib when it's dark. Soon as you start to pretend you walking that walk out in front of your crib, looking like the Million Man March. Listen, it's nonsense, but the consequences they might cost. No mercy, yellow tape and some white chalk. Anybody can beat a body they might toss. That's the definition of wrong wins or the right loss. When it's pressure, that pipe burst, you strike first. What your life worth might hurt more than that knife work. For the thirst of that bag that might incite hurt. The only thing stopping that black hearse is the right nurse. The round table, the topic that we discuss. Anybody not with the team, then they getting crushed. I'ma let you know when I think that you had enough. They be saying take it easy and I be saying for what?
No escape.
mercy.
See my level with raps is called rape. Hesitating, you'll be flat as a blade. Inspire your day. Fire with a prior, but I'm prior to that. Make your breath like an asthma attack. Don't ever play with me. My crew is spraying with me. A lot of ways to speak the age of Henny. Serial killer getting paid in semis. Enemy lines, time infinities, entities. And villains in vicinity, I'm criminal's energy. The harbor of the sins of many. My pen ink is penitentiary. The signs beginning, sipping epiphanies. My grip intensity intended to further the ending. Never surrendered. The engine of verbal stitches. Bandana, hoodie, thug rap, robbing the plug. Hated the love, I made it a drug. If a push comes to shove, I'm shoving it. A bullet rhyme covenant. Energy, I murder the government.
For the chips, this the playoffs. Can't take a day off. Brown paper bag connect was getting paid off. Taxing for the low 2 points. I'ma take off. Ponzi scheming, so much money I done made off. Yeah, let the K off. Spit in their faces. Take K. Catch your body, then I go hit the race. See, I settled for the Audi. Couldn't rock with the race. Because I know the cops is watching and they clocking my place. Damn, I spent my last buck hustling quarters. With a bag full of product trying to cut through the border. Might take a little longer cause I'm running through Florida. But the profit be sweeter and I'll double the order. See, I come from the corner where nothing's lovely, so no one touch me. The 38 waist, walk around with something husky. I'm nocturnal, hot thermal, the chrome dirty. Block burning, block circuit with no
My
mercy.
disrespect the sharpest stiletto nails, ice pick persona. Dressed black hearted, drifting karma. You know she keep the blick on and trench down with the ganja. My dialogue give niggas they mantras, attitude talkers. Numbers can go on heads, fully or the semi-funeral flows. Caskets will lay you comfy. The church will make the money. Your bio will turn into a eulogy. There ain't nothing moving me. Auto war tactics, nice with his hands, but the Mac can spit. Keep a stash in the mattress, filled the bank with chips. Signature by the thumbprint. Guarders hold extended clips for the extra shit. She do it different. My movement filled with shooters ready to loot it. All I gotta do is send word, they do it. Protocol for winter drama calls. Lethal metaphors, lyrically kill them all. No mercy, we get them all. I want it all. I'm fascinated by it all. Fly shit, money, clothes, and diamonds. Multiple whips and cribs. Extended clips, niggas with big dicks. Reefer imported, we all want it. To make a fortune, a few mil, I'm talking. Spit that shit, record it, cook them bricks, deport them. Eager to afford it all, cause I'm used to not having shit. Fuck with me, what I'm after. No less than 6 digits. Big business, what you think this is? In it for the grand Google, would've had it much sooner. But loyalty is thin and intention is thick. When drama's lit, settle it. All black, full metal shit. Sinning with them devils when I'm heaven sent. I want it all and become a little arrogant. I need my clothes tailored and I need to be catered. Yeah.
I want it all. The bands, the plays, to getting that money in different ways. To wildin' on different days. The cribs, the cars, the envy from your favorite stars. All types of paper from Paris to Mars. Doing what I feel just like God.
No more Mrs. Nice Guy, no ribbons in the sky, there's no reasons why. I can't stack money feeling high. Build business, the Lord is my witness, I'm on the road to riches, yeah. Reminiscing of our dreams and wishes. Went from free lunch and meal tickets to the 4 seasons on any given. No reasons but in Vegas every weekend. Living what we've been dreaming, we fucking survivors. From the way they describe us, criminal minded, blinded by this project environment. Now we make profits, bank in our pockets. We wanted every chance we get. Spend, but we never get spent. Went from being shipped in chains, we stay dripped in chains. Pushing rovers on an open range. I want it all, including dollars and change. Ambition and gains, live it out until the end of my days.
Wow. Hey. Yes, that was from Miss Honey DINERO.
Whoa.
Yes.
That flag right
Heavy,
there.
boy.
That was
shit
Miss
was
Honey
right.
DINERO,
Thanks,
honey.
y'all. Thanks.
That was just a little sampler of what she got going on that Lipstick and Bullets. And like she said, it's on everything, right? It's on all social media platforms under
Honey DINERO.
Everything is Honey DINERO.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but you gotta hear it live though.
Yes.
You gotta come for one of them live events, you know what I mean?
You gotta
Like,
understand what that
through
bully thing is. Yeah. You know, but I love her because she's definitely representing in this game right now. I'm so proud of her. Okay. I'm so proud of her. You know, I'm so proud of the moves that she's making. Round of applause to you.
Salute.
I appreciate that.
Salute.
Round of applause. Round of applause to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I didn't save the best for last. I'm dead ass been putting this one off.
I know. I was on punishment.
We're figuring it out.
Before we even got on the air, like, cause we were just joking around. And
I was like,
so I figured she was going like first, second, third.
God.
I figured she was gonna do that. It's all right though.
I need to go to that end of the table.
Yeah.
Because we got the character of the group, like the born animator right here.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Stuck B, y'all.
Easy. Thank you. God bless America.
God bless.
Appreciate y'all.
This is Stuck B, y'all.
What up, though?
What's good, boy?
Chilling, sitting on the other side of the table. You know what I mean?
Listen, y'all. You are right where you supposed to be. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Because
I ain't do this in a long time. You know, I was rusty. Like, you know.
Well, you done shook the rust off, motherfucker.
Yeah. Cause but I'm gonna just be regular though. Everything cool. How you doing?
What's good?
Thank you for the invite to your show.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Right.
You know, I had to have you, even though I was like, oh God, did I really do this? And then the both of them together, that's why they separate. See, it's all a plan right here.
That's what this was about?
Yeah.
On the other side of the room?
No, we gotta spread out the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I want the people to understand and know who Stuck B is and what you're doing, right now, what's going on with you.
Man, I just be chilling. I be busting the dope move. Like
that's not happening.
I'm telling you, that's what's happening. I be busting the dope move. I've been, I just be chilling, you know what I mean? Just rapping.
Yeah. See,
rapping.
This is what I was talking about when I was talking
chilling,
off
rapping.
air. I was talking off air of failed interviews in my life, and
this
is what happens.
Like I knew this was gonna be a special one,
these rappers are they think they're so sexy and
I ain't
dope.
sexy, man.
They're just
There's
so
nothing sexy
cool
about me, B.
They're just too cool for everything.
Nah, I'm not cool. You ask me what I'm up to. I'm just chilling, busting the dope move.
I cannot with him. I cannot with you.
We take that to the magazine. No, he really said that. He said he's busting a dope move, and you didn't actually fucking move.
Fuck out of here.
Shout out to Chucky from Fresh, man.
Fuck out of here.
Word up.
So Stuck B, you got your Fuck Out of Here podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's great referential material for me, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And when you describe your show to somebody, like they're into podcasts, and you tell them, listen to my show, Stuck B, and they don't have the time right there to see the character and charisma that you have,
right?
What do you tell them what the show is about?
I tell them it's about, right now, the people I've been having on my show been like people that's like doing music. I'm looking for other people to come out. Like it's about 420, music, entertainment, dancers, strippers, all that good stuff. My shit about to be lit soon, man.
Definitely.
I got something coming up, and I forgot comedy. Like, can't leave that out. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like we say, doing what
The
we
character.
do. Yeah, we do what we
born
do.
character.
And it's unscripted. We just go with the flow, having fun.
Yeah, we smoke blunts, we
mind
have
right,
a couple of drinks, we get the ladies in, get the homies in.
Yeah,
right.
So that's what it's basically about.
Fuck out of here.
You already?
Thunny.
Oh,
we just
okay.
see. Look, we already in mode already. Y'all
No,
want to swap slides?
No.
We can start this from right
No,
now. It's almost
not-
12 o'clock.
not
And
really.
it's you stuck B, right? I know Dunny, you co-host now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, my
I'm in the building.
homegirl, D-Light,
D-Light.
she, you know, she up top right now, like uptown in X, yeah.
Oh, you like up top like she in the bed.
like up north.
So she's
Like she
behind
up
bars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey y'all.
Look, oh my God.
Nah, man, they got everybody on me.
Whatever.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so you know I got the podcast and you know I do music too, and
Talk
but
about
right
it.
now I just been I've been writing, so I got some songs to go record at the studio, but I just ain't gonna do it yet. So I'm gonna wait till like this fall when it's cold, and I'm gonna go in there and just
Go
bust
in the
out.
bunker.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like I started doing this music like for a long time, but I really came out like started doing the music like about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Gave it a shot like to like perform and stuff like that. And I'm getting the hang of it now. And now that I'm comfortable with it, like, you know, the stuff that like the material I've been writing, man, oh my God, man.
Okay.
I just can't wait till I just put this down on some dope beats and everybody get to like really, you know, feel this right here.
Yeah.
This one right here, I'm gonna, you know, this is gonna be a statement EP. I said ET. I think about ET, phone home.
Oh.
But EP.
I told you, he's crazy.
Yeah. So,
not-
but I'm saying I had another EP that I was supposed to put out last year, but you know some situations happened.
Politics.
Yeah, and I ain't signing no label. It was just independent.
Right.
I was just gonna put it out. But the people that was trying to help me out, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, it's a feeling. I'm over
Yeah,
it.
it's funny.
We okay now. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna put that out, and I'm gonna put the new one out. So the first one was called Grit. So I was thinking about calling it like Grit and Cheese. You know what I'm saying? For the like the, you know what I mean? And make it like a, you know. I'm saying I'm funny, man. We're gonna make this happen.
It's
Like
that.
a double-
I would
like,
definitely
it's-
remember it,
It's like a double E.
and
it's
I
like,
would know that it's you.
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean?
would definitely know that it's you.
So I was.
But I the thing that I wanted, because you are, you know, you are a humble dude about it, but people need to know
What?
who is your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
Nah.
This is where we're going with it today.
Yeah. Nah. Nah. My brother is his name Pop.
Rest in peace, Sean P. Rest in peace, Sean P. Forever P.
Sean Price.
Yeah, we are big supporters of, you know, Sean Price, and this is his brother, and that's why, you know, I feel that it's very special that he's finally getting into, you know, his element of hip hop, because he's a born comedian, he's a born, you know, character, but he's talented. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And he does have bars.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. And we're going to hear some of them.
Like HD and TB.
Yes, absolutely. It's bars on bars on bars.
SB.
It's
Without SB.
We form a group.
yeah. But that, you know what, hey, BBD did it, right?
Yeah.
They-
Know what I mean?
Hey, they did it. So that's why I feel like I'm very, you know, proud and very supportive of you finally, you know, doing your thing, because you've been doing some, you know, popping up in some shows and, you know, taking over a couple mics, and people are.
I have never done that.
Yes, you have.
That is a lie.
Yes, you have. And there's a lot of people in this room that have been there.
I've seen it. Yeah.
They've been there. But the thing is, the moment has been, you know, it's been something that people, you know, take away from it. Like, yo,
No,
you know.
that's cool. But like, but in the beginning though, I like when I first started, I ain't let nobody know nothing. Like I was just
Right.
coming in,
Bogarting.
just trying to, not even no Bogart.
Yes, you
Just
right.
how? Like I would do that. I just came in like, you know, on some cool shit. like y'all do some music, you just give me a shot to get on this stage, and I was just like rapping.
Okay.
Other than that, I ain't walking and be like, oh, yo, Sean Price, my brother. Yo,
No, not like that. I'm talking about recently.
No, I'm just talking about like in the
Yeah,
beginning.
now.
Period,
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot of bullying.
Yeah, recently it's a bullying.
Oh, nah, yeah,
recently. But what I'm saying is a couple of them times that I've been there and seen it and you've gotten on, people have really, you've had a major response to, you know, your set. And, you know, that's why I want to know what projects, you know, I'm glad you're writing and everything. But I know you do a lot of freestyle.
All day, every day.
Yeah, you walk around talking about
that's all I do is think about writing something. Like every time. Like before I go to sleep, I write me like a bar or two before I close my eyes. You know what I mean? I'm always like right now as I'm talking to you, I'm probably thinking about a bar. You know what I mean? But I can't write it down right now because my phone died. So
you know why?
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
You know what you?
Yo, fuck out of this. The podcast.
I thought we were doing so well. We were doing so well.
Well, we're almost there.
But we're almost there. But I want you to tell the people about your show because you have a podcast on S.STREET Media, and it's called The Fuck Outta Here podcast.
Yeah, it's the Fuck Outta Here podcast show with my guy all the way on the left of me. My man THUNNY Brown, my homegirl D-Light.
Nah, man, for real, the shit goes down. It's unscripted. Yeah, we bring out the artists. I mean, shout out to everybody that came through. Aguilar, Bangkok, and I mean my homie Joe Fatal, the Peoples. Yo, tune in this week. Got the homie Gat Murder about to pull up to the spot. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, it's what we do. It's what we do. You know, when we pull them in like fish. Like, you know, we put them on the hook.
What day? What time?
Oh, that's tomorrow, actually, Thursday.
Thank you.
Know what I mean? At 11 p.m. until
p.m.ish.
Chill. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we feel like it.
That's good.
That's how I go. But yeah, it's gonna be short tomorrow though, cause I have to go to 89.9 tomorrow. You know what I mean? They're doing the Sean Price tribute up there, so they're gonna have a couple of people up there. Let me name somebody. I can't name nobody.
That's all right.
Yeah, uptown.
But yeah, it's gonna be people up there though. All I know is PF Cutting coming up there and a couple other people, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to
pull up, big.
Okay,
I don't want to be lying.
now.
I don't know.
Yeah, but look it up.
I smoke. You know what I mean? So I don't be knowing.
Yeah, because he be making shit up.
Word.
Yeah.
I'll probably tell you, somebody covered.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
tomorrow night,
Stop.
1 a.m. to
TJ,
5.
I need you to save us again because
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah, I was about to say something stupid. That's why I caught myself.
Yeah. I need let DJ save my life. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna agree with you about Stuck B performance. So like for the listener and they never heard Stuck B rhyme and stuff, the reaction is when you first see him on stage, he doesn't do that. I actually said peace to you a long time ago, and you weren't like, oh, like I'm Sean Price's brother. Like,
right.
You didn't do none of that shit.
Right.
You know, and I'm always surprised at that though. You know what I mean? Especially because Brownsville, I consider the Kingston of hip hop. So you never know what you're gonna get with niggas out there. So
Right.
I'm definitely
know.
cool, man. I'm like the mayor out there, you know what I mean? You come through, just give me a call. I'll get you through all the neighborhood safe, you know what I mean? I promise you that.
What I find though is that artists that are just coming up are usually the ones with the attitudes, and the artists that are veterans and really almost and legends like your brother was. They're very approachable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you get up on stage, people are already hearing you talk, so they hear your tone and they go, "It sounds so familiar, but I can't place it somewhere."
Right.
You know, like that. But the time I saw you perform, nobody really had seen you perform before. I had heard a song from you, and you went up there, and there's I would say like a way, because everybody has their own stage presence, and you kind of exude an abnormal level of humility. So it's like a real setup though. Like he grabbed the mic. This is what you did. You grabbed the mic and you were like, "Hey man, is this thing on?" Like he was like, "Doo doo doo." You know, is this thing on? Like, is the button? You know what I mean? Like
I go by the name of Stuck.
Yeah, I gotta act nervous.
Hello, I'm Stuck. Then the beat comes on.
This is my first time ever rapping.
Right.
Yeah, song like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then I knew he was a swindler because when the beat came on though, he started moving. Then he rhymed the whole. So I said, "This motherfucker lying shit.
like a motherfucker."
Yeah. But the thing was, what we got out of it's like, oh shit, that's Sean P's brother.
Yeah.
But he actually, there's two things I saw is that you actually can rhyme, are
Yes.
developing better and better.
Yes.
But the thing is, I feel like one of the most famous things about Sean P was his cadence, though. And even though you sound like him, your cadence is a lot different.
Much different.
Way
You
all
know
the
what I
way.
mean?
Much
And it's
different.
not something because it's something that, like, as a brother, you could have been like, oh, let me just use his
Yeah.
cadence because it's legendary cadence.
Nah,
you know?
yeah, and then also, you know, like, you know, they all the way from like the golden age era, the golden era, like 93, I think, you know, boot camp really started like with
Yeah.
Black Moon Smith and
Right.
Wesson.
Yes.
Right.
Know what I mean? So like I was around that before like niggas was even rapping. So like I was like grew up with like OGC, you know what I'm saying? Representatives, you know what I mean? Louisville, like we went to school and all that together and everything, you know what I mean? So I was already around them, but I probably just wasn't rapping. I was doing other stuff. So
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, you know, they
It's
were doing
interesting.
industry stuff. I was doing industry stuff, you know what I mean?
Right,
but we
right.
always doing it, but mine was just a little different.
Right, yeah. You know, it reminds me, I have the same thought with you, Dunny Brown, as I do with Stuck B, because there's, when you're around, you know, a cipher that is so skilled at something, you know what I mean? So it just doesn't take an average ball player, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Indeed.
you know, you're rhyming already. There's already like, well, you've got to be as good as these guys in this crew, or else you can't even rhyme. Like, you know, if you're in another small pond, it's a little bit easier. You know what I mean? It's much harder to develop a style, though, in a pond that is already overflowing.
Right.
And now you're like, listen, I just can't say. And then now you have experiences that are similar. But now you can't, even some of your experiences might sound like you copied because it's already been said.
Well,
So
yeah.
it becomes difficult to make a record. And I was,
Yeah, that's
I was
right, yeah.
amazed at a brother that makes a record that sounds different, has ideas that are different, because it's difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's difficult.
especially with the way people want you to cave into a certain, you know what I'm saying, tunnel. They want to herd you like you go this way.
I don't know.
And
I
if
don't like the rap fast. I want you to hear like what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
like
But you have your own, no matter whether you would be up tempo or down tempo or whatever, you still have a style that you'd be like, who is that? You know, because you know it's not anybody.
It's a lot different, yeah. I think that the similarity is that we're actually surprised two people that charismatic could be in a family, you know?
Right.
Because
Right.
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
one person's charismatic, everybody else is boring. You know what I mean? But then it's the lightning struck twice and shit, you know what I mean?
yeah, you know, like shout out to my mom, you know what I mean? Because you know we get our swag from her.
Oh my
Can't even
goodness.
front on that, you know what I mean? That's
Right,
right,
right.
word.
Get them.
Yeah, you know.
But,
Love my mama biscuits.
Mama biscuits.
Word, nah.
But what I want the people to know, I want them to know your music. And what you are best is just off the rip, right?
All day,
All day, every day.
Like-
So if the DJ could throw something on,
Yeah, I don't know what he got, but I mean,
Just-
something.
let him go. No, instrumental. Let him go.
Oh, I get an instrumental?
Yeah, let you.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna let you go.
I can curse?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You been saying that.
Wait,
I ain't hear nobody curse.
are we allowed to curse on this street media? Because
Right. Because I have a show called Fuck Outta Here.
Fuck out of here, but we can't curse.
I know, I know I
On
can curse
the
on my
House of
I know-
Hip Hop.
I know I can curse on my
keeping that out.
yeah,
You can't curse on the House of
You
Hip
can only
Hop.
say fuck if it has
curse on
out
my
of here.
shit.
It's a
yeah.
brand. If you say fuck, then you get fined.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
because you don't
by
What did
spell
you
it
say
right.
earlier, Stafu?
Stafu.
Man, everybody's the fool in here, man.
Stafu. This is my motherfucking show.
That man, shut the fuck up,
Stafu.
man. It's the fool.
Stafu.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you like that, right?
Y'all
You
heard-
Stafu
y'all heard it here
until
first.
we
Like
get
that.
this beat on.
It's the fool.
Stafu.
Yeah, that's a fine
I
figure.
Now I
can't.
see a commercial
You know
for
what?
Stafu.
No. With the red and the white
No,
font?
it's in black and white.
Oh,
Stafu.
Jesus.
That shit could get big.
Jesus. No, please, no. We about to let you go and let the people see and hear who Stuck Beat at.
All right, cool.
All right? Because he been running his mouth all night now.
Yeah.
Run it where it
I'm gonna just
count.
jump in as soon as I hear the beat go.
Run it where
This
it
is
count.
how we flow. Yo, I'm hot like fucking submarine torpedo, missiles. Mike flows official. I'm at the shooting range, busting more than a deuce pistol. I'm on the roof, blow a whistle at Crystal. at the Camp Lake Crystal, doing on some Jason, punch you in your face and cut the side of your head like Anthony Mason. Oh yeah, about to take over the world, whirlwind. Yeah, I walk around town, holding the hand of a girlfriend. Pull out the magic wand like Merlin. Then we go up the hill, Buffalo and Sterling. This is where the world ends. Boom, shit is explosive. Hot step on the block like Inika Moses. We go to the ocean, split that shit open like Moses. Hocus pocus, they all focus. This is a freestyle, now they all know this. Jay-Z did Otis, and I went to school with a dude, his name's Otis. Nigga had bifocals, nigga was really focused. Oh yeah, make it up. Yo, this is a freestyle. Yo, I'm not even Jamaican, but the beat smile. This is what I do on the beat though. Hot 9-7, yeah, without Ebro. Chain tuck, name stuck, yeah, I run with Debo's. Yeah, I be on top of the church steeple with a 2x4. Been bugging like Jim Duggan. I go to McDonald's for 2 McMuffins. Yeah, 2 for 3. This is who I be. X-Men like Jubilee, soon you will see. Yo, this is what I do. I still stash crack in my 8732. That's Jeezy jeans, now I mean. You heard apple bottom boots with the jeans, boots with the fur. You heard, yo, y'all take a breather. Stuff me from Brownsville. Yo, I got the ether. Put them in the sleeper. You still want me to go? This is what I do all day with the flow. This is freestyle. Yeah, can't play my music. Yo, it's meta music. Yo, it's undisputed. Yo, I won to it. You gotta repeat it, cause I say what I say, cause that's how I do it. This is my movement. Yo, I got the music. Yo, you need a bodyguard too, like Whitney Houston. Yo, I got an imposter. Yo, I smoke more weed than the blood clot roster. You say you need a bodyguard, so I'm about to go call Kevin Costner. What the blood clot? You like to eat shrimp and lobster. Oh yeah, this is what I do. Like I said, this is a freestyle. Let the whole world know. Stuck B.
Yeah.
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 Off the hay, now I mean.
This shit.
That's the B, y'all.
Does that shit.
That's the B, y'all. Listen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We got a song by him?
Oh
yeah,
shit,
we
I
do. We got a song by you.
Oh, what is it called?
Bars. Do we have bars?
No.
Oh, dear.
Nah, I think you do got it though. I don't know.
What do we got right now?
What is? Oh, yeah. Nah, I definitely ain't doing that right now. But I got this song called Misunderstood.
Okay.
With my man Potent Steez. It was on the album.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I really like this song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was trying to promote them to like really, you know, I was still promoting the album and stuff because I was on it, but I was really trying to get them to like, let's do some songs and, you know what I mean, with that, because this song really bang, man.
All right, well, let's hear it.
So it's called Misunderstood.
All right, so we're going to hear Misunderstood right now.
Yeah, because I am misunderstood. So check it out.
They be laughing with me, turns out they laughing at me. You backstabbers, I backslap you with black hammers. They can't stand us, they laughing cause they don't understand us. A source of plan and I hold the fort with the fucking cannon. So come across if you want a loss. Got the juice off the roof when I run across. I'm the underdog, why you think I hustle more? Custom to the 100 pure, eyes don't lie, Chico, he wanted all. Potent underscore, striving cause he wanted more. Homage what he wanted for, he body every fucking song. Body couldn't get along, so we had to cut him off. Lobby was a stepping stone where we had to hustle soft. I was in the jungle lost, heading up a trouble course. At least I stayed away from fake friends, knew they would double cross. Energy was rubbing off, hating cause I'm coming off. Faking they ain't cut for cloth, mistaken you no fucking boss.
Talk behind my back, they don't understand me. I'm a bad boy trying to bring home a Grammy for the family. I be knowing there's folks out there that can't stand me. Kidnapping families like they did the Marcus Camby. It's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. No face, no case, 38 gun. I shoot a man down just like I'm hunting, nigga. And ask him who's the man. He says nothing, nigga. You know my steez, my weed is potent. With potent steez and weed be smoking. Trying to get a chick choke, put dick in the throat, turn her over. Give her some strokes, no joke. Won't stop creating, going hard, motivated. Ain't none of it perpetrated, so what you saying? I came down, nigga. I got powder in the sock, cause homie's a clown, nigga. You know what it is.
They be laughing with me, turns out they laughing at me. You backstabbers, I backslap you with black hammers. They can't stand us, they laughing cause they don't understand us. A sorts of plan and I hold the fort with the fucking cannon. So come across if you want a loss. Got the juice off the roof when I run across. I'm the underdog, why you think I hustle more? Custom to the 100 pure, eyes don't lie, Chico, he wanted all. Potent underscore, striving cause he wanted more. Homage what he wanted for, he body every fucking song. Body couldn't get along, so we had to cut him off. Lobby was a stepping stone where we had to hustle soft. I was in the jungle lost, heading up a trouble course. At least I stayed away from fake friends, knew they would double cross. Energy was rubbing off, hating cause I'm coming off. Faking they ain't come for cloth, mistaken, you know fucking boss.
I'm a bad boy trying to bring home a Grammy for the family. I be knowing there's folks out there that can't stand me kidnapping families like they did the Marcus Camby. It's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. No face, no case, 38 gun. I shoot a man down just like I'm hunting, nigga, and ask him who's the man. He says nothing, nigga. You know my steed, my weed is potent. With potent steeds and weed be smoking. Trying to get a chick choke, put dick in the throat, turn her over, give her some strokes, no joke. Won't stop, won't stop, won't stop, won't stop, won't stop, won't stop.
I'm an old school D-set, but we don't have that book of codes. D-sets don't have no code, we just fuck you up.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
I keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. 4-4 Desert Eagles to burn and just smoke ya. That shit to rip your face off, Cage or Travolta. If you survive, you will be brain dead in the coma. Sipping on Coronas with Mexican Mac. The weapon I pack to make a nigga step in the back. Especially when the nigga on E, or he shit on P. Stuff B, trying to get MD. So what you singing, I can't do it, stupid to straight music. It might take you niggas a minute to take to it. Not to brag when I spit in the pit with gladiators. I was cutting them all up with dirty razors. I sent niggas home. Niggas wrote their weight up. I hear niggas out. I'm standing with no paper. Kick blocks off the block. That's what my honor say. This is the sucker dick. That's all I gotta say. I got bars for your click. You get a line like Adidas. Now they all in suspense. It's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that booby strap flow. It's so good. Got bars for your click. You get a line like Adidas. Now you're all in suspense. It's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that booby strap flow. It's so good. I'm driving this Van Dam, no Jean-Claude with gun claps to splatter your damn man. No encore, I'm hardcore. Ripping up this underground playlist. Before I run up and gun up and spray shit. Starting to feel that 50 Shades of Grey shit. I'm out, fuck out of here with all that fake shit. You know, fake smile, fake dick, get handshake shit. I'ma remain calm before I put this gun in your face, bitch, and that's a fact for real. I'ma let it blow, Derek for real. Balls go around like Ferris wheels. Shit hitting out the park like City Field. Out of towners, I'm giving you niggas that City Field. It's Brownsville though, you know what they really kill. They rob, really stay on their job, paying bills. Kick rocks off the block, that's what my honor say. You got some G and P, that's all I gotta say.
Bars.
Yes, sir.
Bars. Yes. Can I get a round of applause? Doug B.
Bars. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Thank God. Nah, thank you. Thank y'all playing.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. See,
Thank you.
That's that food that we wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's the one that got me doing all these shows and everything and networking with other people. You know what I mean? For
And
that
what
song
was
right there.
the song that we just played?
That was Bars.
Okay. Yes.
Shout out to my man Swave Sever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They was at a show at like Blackthorn and everything, and you know they were just kept saying bars, and you know what I mean. So I was like, I'm gonna do a song with bars. You know what I mean? So.
And it was dope. Yeah. It was definitely dope.
Yo, it took me like forever to make that hook though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Cause I ain't really good with hooks. And
you could lay this.
I suck. It took me about at least a month to make that hook.
Yo, Slum, that's only you on the hook?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah. And my boy Mike Hands. You know what I mean? He in the background doing the ad-libs. Because, you know, like I said, that was my first time doing that. So he had that extra, that gorilla bass, like, you know what I mean?
He's ready with it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna come on. He's gonna
Death
come
Squad.
through to bless the house too. That's my brother from another mother. So.
Hey yo, y'all watching this, man? You know, at the show September Verse, man. You know, y'all say my name out there. I'm trying to do that song for my boy Mike Hands because he's definitely on the hook.
Listen, we talking about the benefit concert that's gonna happen on September 1st for not only Mike Hands but everybody. The foundation that's trying to find him a donor. You know, so we're gonna be out there September 1st and just supporting him, and we're gonna get out there as much people information as we can. I'm gonna get him on here to hopefully talk about it before.
Gotta do that.
And because we've had so many people on here and so much of his family that's here. We're trying to work it out, but you know. He's, you know, doing his treatments and everything. So we salute to Mike Hands. We're going to get him up.
Salute to G.
Yes, we're going to get him up.
Hands on health.
But hands on health, that's right. But back to you. Where can people find where can people find your crazy behind? On social media?
Everywhere, Stuck B. Let me say everything at a time. You can find me on Instagram at stuck_B_FOH. You can find me on Twitter at StuckBFOH. You can find me on Facebook, StuckBFOH. And I got another page too. It's like StuckBF.O.H. That's like the I don't want to say it's like a fan page, but like my music page or something like that, where you could just you know, I'll be like posting like everything up there on there too.
Fan page.
So it's a fan page.
It's a fan
page.
Okay, so you got a fan page.
Yeah, I got like 300 people though.
And then you got like the Thotty page. We understand.
Yeah, you got the S.STREET Media.
Then I got the S.STREET Media family, you know, like you over there in my chair. I'm gonna be out tomorrow.
I've been in this chair the last 2 nights, baby boy.
Keeping it warm.
I could do a 24-hour marathon.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
Listen.
I could do it from 11 to 11.
Started there, Papi. Don't get me
12
started.
hours. What you talking about?
Get the phones in
Don't
here.
get
and
me
all
started
like.
here.
Get a marathon here, you know what I mean?
No.
Whatever.
Listen. I'm so happy that everybody is here tonight. Round of applause to everybody in the building.
House of Hip Hop.
Thank you.
The House of Hip Hop, B.
Yeah.
Salute.
Like I tell everybody,
thanks for having us.
you are only one time a visitor to the House of Hip Hop. You might have to be like 2 or 3.
He need a pass.
He need passes to come in.
Screened beforehand.
Usually you
helmet
are
next
only
time.
a visitor once. So my house is your house. You could come by anytime.
Whoa.
Kick it with me. You could come by next week. I will be celebrating my birthday here next Wednesday.
No doubt.
Queen's
the House
birthday
of,
next week.
You know, I'm going to have Trife Boss here with me, so I'm going to have a DJ to be announced. I was told don't worry about it.
Trife Boss.
I got to
like
wait
Black
and
gonna
see
pull
who
up.
I got as a DJ. So I'm be here, you know, next Wednesday, turning
Up, down, side.
I'm gonna be turning 40 next week.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna celebrate it where I want to celebrate it. I'm not on a white sand beach with a big dude serving me drinks yet, but I'm gonna be there. But for that night, I'm gonna be with y'all.
Indeed.
And so you can feel free to drop by anytime. DJ Swift, I love you. I'm so happy that you're here. See, All my DJs, when they just cool with it, they can sit down and do their thing. Like, I ain't even got to stand up for this shit. You know what I mean? I want you to tell people where they can find you and how they can get in touch with you, what you got going on, real quick.
Let them know.
No.
Hello?
Yep, there you go.
All right. You can find me on IG at DJ Swift 37. You can actually find me on IG, Twitter, and Snapchat as well. IG, Twitter, and Snapchat. You can find me there under at DJ Swift 37. I also run the page for the Respected DJ with DJ Swift radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I run that page. We had a dope show today.
Yes. The Respected DJ.
Hello?
There you go.
Okay, we good?
You good.
All right. I do the Respected DJ with DJ Swift radio page, and I do the Instagram, so you can find me on there at DJ Swift, at Respected DJ with DJ Swift.
Okay, yes. And Respected DJ is a dope show.
Thank you.
And I love it. I'm proud of you. And I'm so happy that you were able to do my show because I know you were on earlier today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
definitely
rocking
going to be back.
Yes, thank you so much to everybody in the building. SUNEZ, round of applause. Thank you so much for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I love you so much and respect you so much. Just tell them one more time where they can find you.
Don't find me. Just read my stuff. PremierHipHop.com. That's Premier spelled correctly. Hiphop.com. I'm nearing at least 300 pieces in there.
Nice.
And these aren't shit pieces like, yo, Honey DeVere has a song. SoundCloud link. No,
right.
bullshit.
Fuck SoundCloud.
These are real. Yeah, of course. That was why I said that. But these are real pieces, constructed art, science on music pieces, and they're at PremierHipHop.com. Yes. Then you go to Ustream, look for Power Right Show on Ustream.
Yes.
Look for me on the YouTube. I'm on the YouTube SUNEZ a lot if you're interested in building with me.
Yes.
And SUNEZ is all the Instagram, all the Facebook, everything is SUNEZ. SUNEZ a lot. Twitter, SUNEZ, IG, Edward SUNEZ Rodriguez, Facebook.
Thank you so much for being here. You.
Thank you.
And me are gonna rock out at the origins of hip hop. We're gonna.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for coming through. IG, I am Spicy Sugar 718. Follow that. I'm gonna slap fire out of him, but y'all will never be.
We controlled him long enough.
Wait. Flames.
Yo, you ain't here?
The House of Hip Hop Podcast Show on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I don't really deal with Twitter. So catch me on those two. Catch me here Wednesdays, 9 p.m.-ish to 10 p.m.-ish. It's maybe sometimes 9:30-ish. But I'm here every Wednesday night, and I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you. Let's go, big. Thanks for
DJ,
having
will you
us,
take
man.
us out? Love y'all.
I'm in the same circles. I'm spitting game to warn you before this thing hurts you. I'm getting biz, I'm a whiz, letting this pen spin. Most of these cowards is lying behind these 10 men.
hitting my lane, splitting these 10 pins already, trying to refrain, making the earth bend. Extra, extra, read all about it, nigga. I'm repping for Brooklyn like Biggie and Fab Free. I grab hold of the game, pushing my chest move, heavy metal close to your frame, in case your chest move. Ain't nothing changed about these corners, I'm in the same circles. I'm spitting game, it'll warn you before this thing hurts you. Ain't nothing changed about these corners, I'm in the same circles. I'm spitting game, it'll warn you before this thing hurts you. You a fool for this one. You a fool for this one. You a fool for this one. I love it. Ain't nothing changed about these corners, I'm in the same circle. Ain't nothing changed about these corners, I'm in the same circle. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed about. Ain't nothing changed about these corners, I'm in the same circles. I'm spitting game, it'll warn you before this thing hurts you. I'm getting biz, I'm a whiz, letting it spin, more these lying, bust, tin, hitting my lane in these